here's little Miss Malea. I'm not sure how excited she'll be to be here. Maybe she will be. What? What do you think? She wants to go play with her toys right now. So, but here's little Miss Malea. Can you look right there? Look. Can you say hello? Say hi. Sawadika. Huh? Yeah? So we got back from Thailand about 2.5 weeks ago. Some of you have seen the videos and they are on our channel, so if you want to see those of the trip. It almost feels like it was a year ago. It's been a long 2.5 weeks, but a good 2.5 weeks. So I just want to kind of give an update on how Malea is doing, and also I wanted to kind of record some things that she likes and things that she doesn't like and some funny things, so we can look back on this later and kind of see the difference. So I have some notes of some things I want to talk about, but we did get back 2.5 weeks ago, and jet lag was a beast. Jet lag was tough. We experienced jet lag probably hardcore about at least a week, and then about 2 weeks in was when we started feeling a lot normal, back on our normal schedule. And so we're glad those 2 weeks were over. It made us very sleepy, very tired, very grumpy, sometimes hungry, sometimes we didn't have an appetite. We all kind of got sick to our stomachs for a few days. And so we just kind of put ourselves in our house, got through it. It was hard balancing 4 people's jet lags. That was tough. Mark was back at work. I was at home with the kids. Jay wasn't ready for school yet because of jet lag. I wasn't going to push him back into school when he wasn't ready. And so meeting the needs of all of our jet lags when we had our own needs was tough. But we're getting through it. We're on the upside of it. And I feel like now we can't stop sleeping enough. It's like our body's doing the opposite. So that's what we've been doing for 2.5 weeks, is dealing with jet lag. But it's over and we're moving on. Ooh, where's Malea? There she is! Where's Malea? There she is! Where's Malea? There she is! Hey, hear me sing your favorite song? Look. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. So Malea is 19 months old. She was 18 months when we went to Thailand and we met her, but she's 19 months old now. She weighs about 24 pounds. She has started to find her role in our family. To say that she is thriving is an understatement. Mark and I were expecting her to not thrive as much. And I don't know if it's just because she loves her new life so much or she's so young, but she hasn't done very much morning. She did a lot of morning for about 3 days when we were in Thailand. But after those 3 days, she just started thriving and growing more every single day. And so I've been kind of surprised at that. She definitely likes to be at home, and that's a whole different issue of bonding and attachment and cocooning, what they call in the adoption world cocooning. And I can do a whole other video on that if you want. But she hasn't done much morning, and she's really found her role in our family. Jay's been doing really well. He had an adjustment period, and I think jet lag affected him a lot during that first week and a half. And so we were having to be very patient and loving, and eventually had to just tell him, you know, this is it. This is how it's going to be. And after that, he really has just found his role. He's going back to school now, which he needed. He likes that routine. He likes being with his friends and his teachers and doing what he's doing at school. So that's been very, very good for him. And I also think having Malea at home, getting that one-on-one time with me and then sometimes Mark when he is not at work, has been great for her. One of her favorite games that she came up with is she'll call random people Dada or me Dada. And she'll point to herself and say Dada. We say, no, silly, you're Malea. But don't be concerned if she calls you Dada. She knows who Dada is. She's just playing. Where's Dada? Where's Dada? Are you singing Twinkle, Twinkle? Twinkle. Yeah? Where's Dada? Dada. Where's Dada? Dada. Where's Dada? He's not here. Food. Malea and food. That has I'm not going to complain at all because we have it pretty easy with her, but food is somewhat of an issue. It's getting less and less every day as I kind of show her boundaries, show her expectations of eating and food and when we eat and how we eat and where we eat. But she had never sat in a chair. She had never sat in a chair and eaten. She would just kind of stand around. They didn't have a formal eating area, and so we kind of had to teach her just from the very start how to sit and be still when we eat. So that happened in Thailand because you sit and eat. You sit at different restaurants. You sit at home. We sit at our table. And so to teach her how to sit in a high chair and eat was one thing. When she was at her foster home, she mostly drank milk and formula. So when she came to us, we tried milk and formula for her, but she just loves solid food. I don't think she had the opportunity to eat it as much in her foster home, maybe because of cost and availability for them. So she loves solid food. Now when we came home, we did whole milk, and I thought maybe there would be an adjustment period with whole milk, and she's loved it. She loves whole milk and she loves ice water. Just like her mom, I'm an ice water kind of girl. If I ask for water, sometimes I'll even say ice water. I know that's so pretentious. Eating isn't so much of a struggle anymore. She would just want to eat everything. If mommy and daddy were eating something different, if Jay was eating something different, she would want whatever they were having. And so we had to teach her, you know, this is yours, and we would give her, you know, what she somewhat wanted. But we have to teach her, you know, this is yours, this is Jay's, this is mommy's, this is daddy's. Also, it's not that I give her whatever she wants, but I'm still learning what she likes. And so when she sees something that looks good, I let her try it. Sometimes she likes it, sometimes she doesn't. And that's just part of growing up. That's part of me getting to know her food needs and what she likes and what she doesn't like, because everyone kind of goes through that process. And so we're doing that right now. Oh, this is funny. So when she got to America, she would just like a piece of bread. She would see a loaf of bread and I'd give her a piece of bread, she'd eat the whole thing. Walmart pickup has been my saving grace, I will say that. When she sees a lot of food, sometimes she wants it all, and so I'm going to wait a little bit longer to take her actually in the grocery store with me, just until I really start to see her be comfortable around food. And I probably will take some snacks. I always have snacks in my snack bag in my purse with her, because I want her to know that when she does have that feeling of hunger, that we will address it and we will take care of it. And we're not going to just let her sit and be hungry right now. And that's a trust thing, that's a bonding thing, that's a love thing. And so that's what we're kind of working on right now with food. Who are you? Malea? Okay, so another funny thing in Thailand, one of the bus stops was called Nana. And that's how they would say it in the train stop whenever we'd stop and they'd tell you what stop you're at. They'd say, Nana. Her English is coming along. She can say Mama, Dada, Jay. She'll say hello or hi, and she'll say bye, and it's kind of funny. And now, when I say she says it, similar to it, she tries to. She's very obedient. She's independent and headstrong, but when you give her boundaries, she definitely respects them and she knows them. And most of the time she won't repeat that behavior. So she's doing really well. She'll tell you what she thinks, but then when she knows her boundaries, she'll stick to them and she'll respect them, but still have her little stubborn personality, which I love. I want her to have that. Where are you? Where's Malea? There she is. Where's Malea? She definitely babbles some, and it's funny because sometimes I'm like, I don't know if she's actually saying something in Thai or if she's just babbling like a normal 19-month-old. So everything sounds like babble to us. Her personality is a girly girl. For example, this morning when I was doing my makeup, I had to pull up a chair next to my bench at my vanity. She has one of my old makeup brushes from when I was probably 15, and then a little old beauty sponge that I used to use that she can have, and she just copies everything I do. She loves her hair. She loves looking in the mirror. They didn't have a mirror from what I saw in her foster home, and so she loves looking in the mirror. She loves twirling in the mirror. She loves when we call her pretty and beautiful, and she just loves it, and she lights up. And so she does She is a girly girl. Oh, are you blowing kisses? I can't see you. Are you blowing? She blows kisses a lot. I love you. Sleep hasn't been very hard for us. Mark and I are pretty routine with bedtime with both of our kids, just to make it a comfortable situation. And sometimes with adopted kids, they get in their crib and they don't cry. That's how Jay was, because kids normally cry for a reason. They cry because they want their parents to come visit them and come spend time with them. There was one bed in her home, and so, well, sort of a bed, and they all kind of slept together. And so having her sleep alone was a process, not a hard process, but it was a process. When we were in Thailand, she slept in a crib about 2 feet from my side of the bed. And so that way she would wake up and she'd see us. But she'd never seen a crib. She never slept in a crib. And so that was a different experience. She didn't fight it. So the process that I used to get her to sleep on her own, and we're still in the process, but she's doing really, really well with it, is when the first 2 weeks in Thailand. In Thailand, I didn't fight anything. Everyone just needed to survive. We got through it. There wasn't really routine. There wasn't really rules in the sense of what we expect. It's just everyone just needs to survive. So in Thailand, I would rock her or hold her to sleep. She'd fall asleep on my chest. And then when she was in a deep sleep, I'd put her in her crib and she wouldn't wake up. And so then she'd wake up in her crib. She wouldn't cry because she could see us. When we got home, since she was already in a crib and she wasn't sleeping in our bed in Thailand, we stuck with her crib and decided to make that one less transition. Let's just transition her straight to her room and to her crib, and let's see how it goes. And so when we first got home, at least the first 5 or 6 days, maybe a week, I would hold her until she would fall asleep completely, and then do the same thing, put her in her crib. So then after that, I started transitioning her away from that completely asleep rocking, because the goal with my kids is that we can sing to them, pray, do our nightly routine, put them in bed, and they can self-soothe until they are asleep. So for example, last night we did our bedtime routine, sang, all of that, and then gave her a kiss, put her in bed. And if she does cry, she maybe cries 20 to 30 seconds. If she was incessantly crying or worried or scared, I would go in there and address it. But it's just a kind of a tired cry, and it's only 20 or 30 seconds, and then she's asleep. So she has started self-soothing, or in a sense singing or talking, until she does fall asleep, which is a really good sign. For Malea, everyone's a stranger. Mark and I were strangers, and so she has almost the opposite. She won't go to anyone. She would in Thailand, but once we got home into a different environment, she won't go to everyone. She only really goes to Mark and me, and so we're working on different relationships as she gets more comfortable, grandparent relationships. We haven't put her in the situation with a lot of other people quite yet, because she's doing that she's kind of cocooning herself. But when she sees someone walking towards her, she kind of runs to us. And in Thailand, she would latch on, like when we would hold her, she would like dig her nails into us. She's not doing that as much, but she definitely comes to us. She'll kind of if someone's getting close to her. So it's getting better around family. We don't want her going to strangers, obviously, but we also want her to know who her safe people are. We want her to feel loved by those people, but it's a process, and they're being very patient and loving, and we're taking our time with that. We do talk in Thai a little bit now, a lot in Thailand. But we'll say, Humai, are you hungry? Or Khap Khun Ka when we talk about thank you. Or we want to teach her what they mean. So Sawadee Ka, and we'll say hello. We'll say Suoi, which is pretty. So we do say a few things, but it's getting less and less every day just because I don't think about it. But she does know some sign, like I just said, all done. She'll say hello, which isn't sign, but she'll do it. Sometimes she'll do more, but we worked on that a little bit in Thailand just to get us through. But now that she's starting to learn more English and she's copying a lot of what I say and she's catching on, we don't have to use it as much. Say bye-bye. 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 Mwah. There you go. Go play. So hopefully I'll do another video in a couple months to kind kind of see what's changed. She's running circles around the den right now. It's pretty cute. So, you silly goober. But if there's any other videos that you'd like me to do, let me know and comment below. I'm sure she'll change a lot in the next few months. Because she's changed a lot in 2 weeks, you goober. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.